what I mean? But these kids today, they can't relate to that. A lot of these younger kids can't relate to the Knicks in that regard, and the players neither.
I understand that. You know what?
He's pushed aside the beef with Dolan and now taking it to players that wear the same color uniform that he wore. They're paying homage to that.
That
man.
is definitely what it is, man. There's no way you can have 5 triple doubles in a row and be a slouch. That's just you just can't. Like that's not.
That's fair.
That's like historic.
All right, here we go. Back again in the studio. CP from Knicks Fan TV. My man Jay Ellis from the Nick of Time show. You're back at it again, my dude. How you feeling, bro?
I'm good, man. After
Tuesday?
work.
Yeah, man. Just stumbled upon the studio.
Yeah, just happened to be here.
Just something to talk about. You know, there's always something to talk about, man.
Yeah, I gotta get some stuff on my chest, CP.
I mean, first of all, last night, the reaction to the first preseason game was crazy.
Oh, hell yeah, man. I mean, look, obviously the Knicks are going to the championship after seeing us beat on the Wizards. Yeah, so, of course, there would be some excitement about the win, you know?
Brother, yo, we had we did crazy numbers last night for the postgame show.
Oh, yeah, I seen it.
Crazy numbers. Yeah, you were there.
I was there.
You were there. I mean, for a preseason game, it was incredible. So, you know the fan base is charged up right now.
Oh, yeah,
you know
man.
I mean?
Yeah, we fiending for basketball. We fiending for Knicks winning basketball.
Yeah.
And you know what? We know where we're headed, and we feel like, you know what? We're cool right now.
Realistic expectations.
Yeah, realistic
expectations, man. So let's get into it. A couple things happened today or Tuesday once the people that's watching this on Wednesday. The KD topic was interesting.
Oh, God.
All right, so KD went on Hot 97 with Ebro on them.
Lord.
Had some interesting comments to say about the Knicks. I just wish we could really just put this thing to bed, man. And I think after tonight, we got to put this to bed, man. What do you think, man?
First and foremost, I woke up this morning going to work with Hot 97 to Ebro in the morning on, and heard KD's voice, and heard them talking about the Knicks, and I immediately turned it down. I didn't want to know what he was saying.
Because you knew that was going to be the first question.
I knew it was going to be some bull.
The first question.
I knew it. I knew it. And then everything exploded, and I knew I couldn't avoid it.
Read the quote, man. Read the quote what KD said, and let's get into it.
All right, man. So KD basically came on the radio and said some bull, and this is what he said. I've seen the Knicks in the finals, but kids coming up after me didn't see that. That whole brand of the Knicks to them is not as cool as, let's say, Golden State Warriors or even the Lakers or the Nets right now. And the Nets right now is kind of what I want to concentrate on, that statement.
I mean, listen, I don't think he wasn't lying to me, though. But go ahead on your Nets part. Go ahead.
All right. Here's the thing. I understand that, the Knicks take a beating in the media. Everybody knows the Knicks takes a beating in the media.
Of course.
Right?
Sells. Controversy sells.
Exactly.
Man.
But
controversies are calling cards.
It's because we are the Knicks.
Of course.
It's not because we're bad. It's because we're bad and we are the Knicks. People care about the Knicks.
Yeah.
No one cares about the Nets. I'm sorry. They don't.
Sure.
When the Nets were bad, no one cared. And that's why the perception that they're not cool isn't as projected as it is with the Knicks. Like, it's not like the Nets were winning over the last 10 years. Like, they barely got into the playoffs last year. Congratulations to them. But, 2017, 2018, they had 28 wins. 2016, 2017, they had 20 wins. 2015, 2016, they had 21 wins. And then the year before that, they had 38
Which
wins.
was the year that they had KG and Paul Pierce? That was around...
That was, like, when it first came. That was, like, 2012, I think.
2012.
I think 2011, they were still in the New Jersey Nets. This is why if you listen to the KLT show, I call them the Brooklyn Paint Jobs. Because, because Brooklyn just took them and painted over them. It's the same dirty team from before. It's gentrification all over again. Anyway, like I said. So, once they got there, they had like a little short stint. But it's not like the Nets have just been cool and winning the whole time.
See, the thing with the Nets that KD just jumped on it is because he went there. You know what I mean? Like, the Nets weren't cool before that.
They still not.
He threw them in there. Well, listen, they got him and Kyrie. I'll give them that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From the outside looking in, if that was my team, I'd be all in the streets, just talking shit, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? Let's just keep it a buck. I think though, he's not lying though, JLs, in terms of These kids today, they don't know about our history. They don't know about the 90s Knicks, the Ewing Knicks, and most importantly, they don't have that emotional connection that we had to that team. You know what I mean? Like, we grew up with those teams.
Of course.
And that's how we came into basketball, going up against Michael Jordan, against the greatest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was that, like, hero-villain angle. It could have played out like a movie. You know what I mean? But these kids today, they can't relate to that. Their parents can, or maybe their older brother or their older sister might be able to, but a lot of these younger kids can't relate to the Knicks in that regard, and the players neither.
I understand that. You know what? It's a family thing, too. It's like a legacy thing, because
It's a legacy thing.
RJ, you know, his parents grew up in Brooklyn. Shout out to everybody in Brooklyn. I am from Brooklyn, even though I'm a Knicks fan.
Yeah.
And, you know, he grew up in that Knicks legacy. Yo, this is John Starks, and this is Patrick Ewing. These guys did their thing. So people in New York probably... A lot of people in New York who are still Knicks fans today probably still have that same feeling, that same reverence. Maybe people outside of New York don't have that.
Yeah.
But it's fine. And I get what KD is saying. I understand what he's saying, because the Knicks do take a beating. We all watch TV. We all watch ESPN. But he threw the Nets in there on the slide at the end. And I'm like, come on. The Nets aren't cool, man. I don't care what you said.
Yeah.
When you said... the Knicks ain't cool like Golden State, I could see that. The Knicks ain't cool like what other team he said?
Hey, he said Golden State. He said the Nets, and you got the quote there.
Yeah,
Just pull the quote up.
He said Golden State, which is like, all right, cool, yes, Golden State, fine, but you can't throw the Nets in there all willy-nilly and expect me not to.
I don't blame him, man. That's his team. He's right. Listen, in the last 20 years, we have 5 winning seasons, bro. We've been dog shit. Like, let's just keep it a buck.
Mm-hmm.
And over that time, these players that's coming up, they don't, like I said, the history becomes less and less relevant to them as time goes by. So, on top of that, what you see is, if you came in 2000, you see Patrick Ewing get tossed out the door, right? Then you see Marbury, who came in, the prodigal son, all of that story, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, he leaves in disgrace. If you want to claim Linsanity, I don't care about it, but some people do, as I was reading on Twitter, claim they got rid of him, and people get tight about that.
I feel you, but CP, if I'm counting correctly in my mind, I don't know off the top of my head, I think the Nets also had 5, like the same amount of winning seasons the Knicks had in 10 years.
As much losing going on, as much bonehead moves, the whole KG Paul Pierce thing, they had the cover of Sports Illustrated, and that was their shining light. They were never good.
Never.
They were never good. Billy Ging got sold a bag of tires in that regard.
They had Jay-Z as the face, and then he left.
Right. Even Hove left.
He was like, I'm out.
Even Hove left.
I'm not about this life. That's just, I mean, you know what? You have to rep for your team, I guess. Even if you have to lie.
You got to rep for your team.
Even if you have to lie. You know, I mean, Mills
Listen,
and Perry had to
when
lie
they had
too.
Jay Kidd and Kane Martin and RJ, give credit, they went to the finals back-to-back. They had a nice little buzz going, but after that, it really wasn't nothing, man.
Yeah.
It really wasn't nothing crazy.
Nah.
You know.
Yeah.
Like I said, I just want to put this thing to bed, but it's going to be hard to, because they play right across the bridge, and we're always going to be tied to their success, and our success are always going to be linked, just like Mavs and Knicks, KP success and our success. It's going to be forever linked as long as their tenures are in those respective places, bro.
I understand, and also KD is going to be doing a lot of media because he's not playing any ball, so it's going to be hard to not hear all this talking.
It's going to be a lot of talk
during the season. It's like, oh my gosh.
Facts. I mean, like I said, a lot of the kids, even the newer generation, like after our generation, a lot of those kids, they're very much team agnostic. Like, they don't claim teams rather than they claim players.
They're not raised right, CP. They're not raised right, CP.
Right? A lot of the kids, they follow players. They follow LeBron to where he's going. They rock with Steph Curry because they love how he plays. Harden, the Greek Freak. A lot of they don't necessarily rock with teams. They rock more so with players.
I feel you. My child's not a Knicks fan. He's out the family.
You just so Nah, my son is already decked out. We're a split household, man. We split Lakers, Knicks, so we throw a little Lakers, Build-A-Bear in there and on top of the Knicks jerseys and whatnot. So it is what it is. Listen, we got to build our own stars, man. We got to build our own stars. Your boy RJ already claimed it.
Yo, I'm a Knick. How old is RJ?
RJ's, what is he, 18 or 19?
Is he a kid?
Hey,
I would say 18.
He's playing. He played like a grown ass man.
I mean, he's grown ass man. Mm-hmm. He's bully balling people, but I mean, 18. Last I checked, he's barely.
That's
legal.
how it has to be, man. RJ's claiming it. Mitch is a dog. We'll see what Kev does. It's about our young core, bro. That's how we have to grow it. We have to grow our own. We got to stop chasing the stars. It's funny because they when they asked him about the Knicks hype, when Rosenberg asked him about the Knicks hype, he kind of played it off like, I don't know where that came from.
Come on. I mean,
it's like,
I can't expect him to tell the truth,
I don't know. It's crazy.
I can't expect him to tell the truth, man. I can't expect him. I still believe that all of that couldn't have come out of nowhere. There was some truth to it, man. There had to been some truth to that.
There was some truth to it.
Even if like he changed his mind somewhere around January, February, wherever, I'd still feel like there was some truth.
There had to have been some truth to it. There's no way the rumors would build up that strong to the point where players thought the same thing. Nah. Players were thinking the same thing. So whatever, man. We moved on from it. It is what it is. Good luck to him. There's no sour grapes over here anymore. I'm over it.
I'm over it too, man.
Let's build our own. Let's go, RJ. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
That's just it, man.
We got Scott Perry here. We doing the right thing right now. We got a whole bunch of development coaches here. We're going to build our players up from the ground up, and it's going to start to happen now. I'm very confident in that.
That's what we're going to have to do, man. So on to the game. We gave our takeaways last night. We heard from all the fans. It was definitely a good turnout last night. Yep. We went for about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Took several phone calls. The Mook Morris era. Mook set the tone early. Listen, and a lot of people, well, first off, the news broke that he won't be serving a suspension during the season, right? Because they all said that was a possibility that he could have gotten a suspension for it. But and then I had some people on my Twitter talking about, because listen, I was hyped when it happened. I posted the video like, let's go, we're back. People talking about, oh, you condone this behavior. And people talking, oh, he's going to get suspended for doing that to the team. It's a lot of snowflakey stuff going on Twitter, JL. So, some days I can't take it, bro. I can't take the snowflakery, man.
You're a bad example for our children.
It's like, listen, no, I'm not condoning him throwing the ball in my man's face. But like he said, he himself said it. It was unprofessional.
Right.
I got a little carried away.
He knows.
But he said, like I said, we're not taking no shit.
Nope.
It is what it is. That's the mentality we need to be playing with, bro.
I agree with you.
And that needs to sprinkle down to the young core. That's the mentality. Dogs, bro.
And I feel like it's going to happen, man, because, listen, Marcus Morris got into it with Mitch Robinson last season. And RJ ain't no pushover. Bobby Portis ain't
both
no
of them,
Markieff
and
he got both of them, man. He's gonna catch. It's like they transferred the beef from one state to another. But that's besides the point. Like, we have some guys here who I feel like are gonna stand up to certain people. Like DSJ is another one, man.
DSJ,
I still remember last season. We went to the game with the bar.
Against the Clippers.
No,
Detroit.
No. Knicks versus Dallas before DSJ was even traded here. DSJ and Frank were boys, is last I heard.
Facts.
Frank played defense on DSJ. DSJ got frustrated, shoved Frank to the floor.
He didn't like it.
He didn't like it.
I seen DSJ try to check Kyrie his rookie year 2 years ago. We saw him throw with Blake Griffin.
Yeah.
We saw him get into it Ben Simmons. Like, DSJ's a hothead, boy.
I mean, we got a couple of goons on the squad.
ISO.
ISO's
not backing down. You know, Mitch ain't backing down.
Nope.
You know?
So it's turning around, man. The tide is turning. We're gonna have the tough-minded players.
That's the mentality we need to have, man. So it's not. I'm not condoning them being dirty and getting ejected out the game to cost their team. No, I don't think Morris, he'll be all right, man. He knew the magnitude of the situation. It's a preseason game.
Yeah.
My man was trying to get back to Philly, early week. We got another game Friday. He wanted to get home, jump on the I-95 back to Philly. It's simple and plain. People just got to stop being so sensitive. But like I said, that's the mentality we need to have. So then I wake up this morning now, and I'm checking the gram, checking Twitter, and the aftermath that was. And I see Oak on Twitter post something that said to the degree of the 90s Knicks. They can't be the 90s Knicks without Oak and Mace, R.I.P. And then he says so funny or something like that, or real funny, right?
Yeah, I don't understand it. Yo, I just feel sometimes like I love Oakley. Like, he's always going to have a special place in my heart because he was part of that 90s rough Knicks, and he brought that bully ball to the Knicks in the first place with Mason. But yo, can you let us be great, though, man? Like, can you?
Come on, man.
Can you?
It's sour grapes, yeah.
Yo, I feel like he's like that old relative uncle who just be saying stuff and you love him and you want to say something, but you know you can't get through with him because he's just set in his ways.
I had enough, man. I had enough. When the whole thing went down at the Garden and it first happened, I was in Oakley's corner the whole time. I was tight. This was embarrassing. How could this happen to one of our heroes? You throw him out like that. He get into a scuffle with security. Like, it should have never even went down like that.
Right.
And then slowly it's digs at Dolan, cool. You know what I mean? I'm not a Dolan fan. I'm not on the other side where it's just like sell the team. It is what it is. It's his team, and that's not going to happen. Then it became digs at the team and how they were running the team. Then it became, free agents but need to go to the Nets, right?
Yeah.
Then it became, KD, that's my guy. And then it's showing up at the Nets game, being courtside. And the Nets presenting them to the fans. Obviously the Curry favor. There's been a lot of that going on over the last 2 years that kind of got under my skin. You know what I mean?
I understand, man.
And so to the point now, it's like he's pushed aside the beef with Dolan and now taking it to players that wear the same color uniform that he wore.
I don't understand.
They're paying homage to that
That
man.
is definitely what it is, man. It's homage, so I don't understand how you can take shots at a team.
You taking shots at
your old team.
At your team. Not forget the owner.
Yes.
This is the player that's paying homage to how you played. How you played.
And trying to bring it back. This is a good thing. So you're telling me he shouldn't try to bring the 90s Knicks back? He shouldn't try to bring back the Enforcer? I think that's a good thing. Oh.
I wasn't feeling that, man. It's just, at this point now, it's just sour grapes, bro. It's just sour grapes. So I reposted. I said, Brooklyn Nets own Charles Oakley, folks.
Whoa, man. You went all the way in.
I had to, man. I had enough, J. Ellis. I had enough, man.
I can't go that far, yo. I can't.
Yeah. We got to try to get him on the show. So that's as far as I'm going to go because, you know what I mean? We might get blackballed.
I feel, yeah. If we get him on the show, we definitely.
If we get him on the show, forget it. We're not allowed back in MSG, man. I've been treading lightly on that. A lot of people have been asking, like, yo, try to get Oak. I mean, whatever, man. Let's just go for it. What are you thinking?
Yo, I'm all about the truth.
All right, sleep on it. Sleep on it and let me know, man.
No, I'm not sleeping. I'm going.
We need the truth.
I'm for it.
We need to get Oak. We need to get Oak under the spotlight, man.
Yeah, I'm for it. I'm on the side of the truth and the story, man. If the Knicks hate, I would love to work with the Knicks at MSG, but if they hate us because of that, then
it is what it is. We did what we had to do. This is for the fans, by the fans.
This is for the fans, by the fans.
You know
we have a responsibility to the fans.
That's it, man. That's it. So, like I said, with the Morris thing, and he played well. Let's take it to that. 17 points in a half. Yo, he was hot.
Oh, yeah.
My man was hitting from all three levels. Looked very comfortable out there. Yeah, you want to argue maybe he held onto the ball too long. I'm not crazy about it. I thought the ball movement overall in that game was pretty solid.
Yeah, 25 assists for the game, yeah.
Yeah, and we'll get to the next topic about the lineup, but if you're going to be relying on Julius, somebody's going to have to step up as that secondary scoring option on that line.
Oh, yeah.
And you see what Marcus and Julius, maybe they're going to have to shoulder the load, especially in the beginning, while if RJ's going to still be as a starter while he gets up to speed.
Yeah, in general, you kind of need, for like a competent NBA team in general, you need two scorers on the floor at all times, at least. And at least somebody else who can make a play or make an open jumper.
For their own. That's what we talked about on the show, too.
Mm-hmm. Usually need two of those. And if Marcus Morris can do that, then, man, do your thing. You know, you didn't have the chance to do that when he was on the Celtics. He came on the Knicks. I seen him actually interview and say he felt like he can do more.
Yeah, during the game yesterday. I saw that.
Yeah, he can do more at the Knicks than he did with the Celtics, and he'll have every opportunity to do that. Honestly, I know you was thinking this. I'm thinking DSJ might be that person too that's a possibility because we was all hoping that he would take the next step.
We were hoping that, but now we hearing that Elfried Payton, it could be sliding into the starting lineup permanently or to start the season. Ian Begley, shout out Ian Begley, was a guest on the show. Dap me up on that. We had him as a guest. Yeah, he was on our show. He's saying that Elfried is playing, according to sources, is playing his way into the starting lineup because we thought that the only reason he was in to start this game, this first preseason game, was based on the DSJ injury.
Right.
But maybe that wasn't so much the case. What do you think?
I mean, listen, I've always said, do not be surprised if Elfried Payton starts. He's no slouch. There's no way you can have 5 triple doubles in a row and be a slouch. That's just you just can't. Like that's fair. That's like historic numbers. He's in the record books with Oscar Robertson and other greats for the dude to pull that off. And he sets people up and he plays defense. Like he only has to work on his jump shot. And that's really the only real deficit, shortcoming he has. So I'm not surprised that he's in the running. Now, will he start? Who knows? In all actuality, it might be best case scenario for DSJ to take the spot because of the optics of it, because we got him through the KP trade, and it would make us look good if we was able to take somebody from that KP trade, develop him, and turn him into a starting point guard, all-star caliber point guard. But you keep what you kill.
Yeah, Fizz is serious about it, man. Fizz is serious about it. And I thought his comments on DSJ earlier last week in training camp, when I think it was Begley at Berman asked him what he thought about Elfrid in training camp. And they were like, what's the one word you would use to describe Elfrid? And Fizz said intense.
Yeah. I
said, oh, shit. I said, that means Elfrid is balling in training camp right now. He said intense. And so, like I said, I'm not doubting his prowess as a floor general. We know that. The 5 triple-doubles, you got to respect it. He's always been a solid caretaker with the ball, a solid floor general to have as an option. My whole thing was, and it wasn't even based off of logic. It was more based off of aspirations for DSJ.
Right.
Especially coming off of the KP trade.
Right.
Being a lottery pick. And with the potential that he has. I mean, let's face it. He has that potential to be a very dynamic point guard in this league. So it's just my hope that if DSJ can take that next step with the Randall in the lineup and maybe with the Archer, we can maybe defy expectations a little bit, especially this year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because in reality, he has a higher ceiling too. You'd think somebody with that much athletic potential, if he puts it all together, he'll be unstoppable. And that's what a lot of people saw. That's why LeBron was tight. Oh, why the Knicks didn't? Like, people see that in him, so I understand that, and I feel like the fans kind of feel that too. And why this is weird Elfried Payton kind of hate with him even being mentioned as a possibility of starting.
Yeah, because I thought him being here is gonna block us from really knowing what we're gonna get with DSJ and with Frank.
Yeah.
That's my take, and I've been saying it for a while. I thought that's why I didn't like that pickup. It wasn't because he can't play the position.
That's right.
Because he can play it fairly well, but it's because we already have 2 lottery picks on this depth chart that we still need to see who they are gonna be down the road.
I mean, I said the same thing on the show too, but I mean, Scott Perry's position is he likes competition, and he feels like competition is gonna step people's game up. So hopefully he stays true to that. I know I'm a competitive guy on the basketball court anyway, and I'm not even like a professional. I'm just like, YMCA do once a week, whatever.
Yeah, hopefully the competition does, elevate everybody's play for sure.
Yeah, man. So exactly. So that might happen. If I can get competitive on some YMCA dude, because this guy's a point guard, and I got to step my game up because he lit me up last game. You have to think if somebody's lighting you up in practice, it can step your game up too. So,
and what did he say in the quote? He said that friends of players on the team, right? Said that? Mm-hmm. That he was playing his way into the lineup.
Yeah.
Friends of players on the team.
Friends of players on the team. So it's like the players are playing, and the players are telling their friends,
it's like my man's,
Payton ate up, la.
Yeah.
He hit me with this assist. It was nice. I hope Fizz take him because he's balling right.
It's interesting. I mean, listen, I think we're going to see a lot of lineup variations before this preseason is over. We got 3 more games left, one coming up on Friday against the same Wizards team at MSG. We're going to see different lineups. There's no doubt about it. And we'll see what sticks, you know?
Yeah.
I think the Payton news is premature. It's interesting, but I still think it's premature.
It is premature. And I also say this. I also saw another interview that talked about DSJ, and Fizdale also mentioned that DSJ had a few games where he took over. Like, so, which we'll see.
Yeah.
Is the takeover more than the floor general? What do you value more, the points or the floor general? It'll be named to be seen how this puts together.
I do think that Payton, from a balance standpoint, you could argue, if you're going to keep RJ in there at the 2, then maybe Payton is a better fit than DSJ, because you may think that DSJ and Randall will consume, and now with Morris, maybe they eat up, dominate the ball so much that it renders RJ a bit ineffective.
Exactly. I mean, and shout out to the Frank fans. That was the Frank fans argument too. Yeah. And Frank and Payton are kind of similar in that way. Like, Payton might be like a little bit more polished version of Frank.
I think Payton is a more polished version of Frank. I think he is a more polished version of Frank, for sure.
With Frank having more potential because of his length and size. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, so yeah.
We'll see, man. It's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting. Salute to everybody on Instagram right now.
Yep.
Shoot us some questions, man. We were just shooting some behind the scenes. Ari's in here. Ari's definitely in here.
Of course.
JL says the camera's on you, man. Say what up to Ari, bro.
Yo, what's going on, Ari, man?
Yeah, man. Yeah, Natty Solo. This is gonna be on YouTube. We're shooting for YouTube right now. Just want to weigh in on a couple things. So we just touched on the Marcus Morris situation, the Oakley comments, the KD comments, and Elfried Payton sliding into the starting lineup potentially, man. What do you guys think about it? Ari says ISO needs burn. Ari just sent me a DM, and he said he showed me a picture of ISO liking one of his comments.
Yeah,
like,
he showed me that same thing. Yeah,
my
he
man
sent me that too.
ISO a message last night talking about, I hope the reason you didn't get that much minutes last night from Fizz was because he wanted to see some other players, because you definitely deserve 25 minutes a night.
I mean, listen, that could very well be true, because we have a lot of people in the backcourt to see. We have Wayne Ellington we have to kind of work out. Frank Ntilikina, his option, they want to try to see if they can pick up his option on October 31st. So we actually have to look at him to see if he's progressed and it translates to NBA level. And then, so we have a lot of things to kind of consider. We kind of know what ISO is going to give you. Even though, you know what, I have to admit that open practice, he showed us something else a little bit. He's
highly efficient with his scoring.
Mm-hmm.
Highly efficient with his scoring in terms of his moves.
Right, exactly. But, because we have so many shooting guards, it's time to kind of look at it. And, RJ Barrett, we gotta look at him, get him the minutes too.
Somebody not gonna be happy, bro.
Oh, we know that.
I think it's gonna be Dot, because he's gonna be starting off behind the 8 ball.
I'm worried about that, man.
I think it's gonna be Dotson, man.
I think it's gonna be Dotson too, man. That's my only Nick that follow me is gonna be that. No.
I think I don't know about Dotson, man, because it's like, if you're gonna be getting the 3 balls from somebody else, from Ellington, from ISO, maybe from RJ, and you could get your defense from a Frank, maybe even an RJ, then Dot becomes kind of redundant, I think.
Yeah, like my only argument for Dot is, okay, you have Frank and you have Trier, and then you have Wayne. I feel like Dotson could be like Wayne Ellington with defense. Because
I don't know if he could be as much of a sharpshooter, though.
I mean, his release is ridiculously quick.
It is. Like,
that's one thing. That turn and release where he doesn't really look at the rim, but it's ridiculously quick. But I know Dot is working to do something like that, because he talks about how he kind of studies I'm a brain fart right now. Dude from Golden State.
Clay.
He studies Klay Thompson, how he doesn't take a lot of dribbles and he pulls up and shoot. He studies a lot of his game with Klay Thompson. So I know that's what he's going to. So even a guy like Ellington could probably help Dot, seeing him how he works firsthand and gets his routine in. But Ellington didn't play in Miami because of his defense.
Right.
So we'll see what happens with the Knicks. We sorely need the shooting, so that might be overlooked.
We need the shooting.
Yeah.
We need the shooting. So, Michael Eva says, do you want RJ at the point? I wouldn't say so yet. But I like what I see with him as kind of a playmaker. But whether he's at the 1 or the 2, I don't think it really makes that much of a difference, to be honest with you.
Keep it the way it is. Like the way Fizdale is running his offense, or it's just like if you get the rebound, push. And
create.
Exactly. So just keep it like that. Keep it simple. RJ gets the rebound, you the point guard.
Yeah.
That's it.
You've seen that because Julius can do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Kev, he's working on it.
Yeah.
Kev is working on it. You know what I mean? He's going to run like a gazelle and go straight to the basket, you know? Yeah, and then your guards are doing it. Frank was pushing the pace up a little bit last night. Elfrid was doing the same thing, and RJ could do it. So if you can have that type of versatility, you're in good shape.
Definitely.
I think you're in good shape. Dark Matter RA says, can DSJ be a bench player? So that's going to be a key question. He wasn't feeling that in Dallas for a second.
Nope.
With the whole Luka thing. He wasn't feeling it.
I mean, my instinct says no. But I'll also say that you would hope that Fizdale has his ear. He respects Fizdale a lot. He said that in the beginning of the season, that he's the type of coach who tells it how it is, and that's what he loved about Fizdale. So you would hope that if he has to come off the bench, that he still keeps that same respect for Fizz, and he doesn't kind of act out like what happened in Dallas.
Right. Well, listen, you have an opportunity on a second unit to have a nice unit. I mean, if you go DSJ, ISO, maybe Frank at the 3, Kev at the 4, and you go Taj at the 5.
Yeah.
Not bad.
I like Taj, and we didn't even see Portis.
I like Taj, man. I don't know, man. Whatever, Portis, man. I don't know. We need Taj, man. I'm telling you, we need Taj, bro.
You know what it is? The 3-point shooting.
Yeah.
But
if Taj is knocking him down,
is knocking him down?
And that he's trying to survive. Taj is trying to survive in that lineup,
That's
boy.
that Brooklyn.
He
He's
says,
like,
"You want me to shoot threes?
Okay.
Call me coach."
Word. You look at the stats yesterday. I'm looking at like, wait. How many he shot? Like 4 or 5? Shot 50%.
Taj told coach, hit him on the hip.
Oh, Portis is
out. Call his number.
Jeez.
So Taj is out. He's trying to survive, man. He's trying to stay in that rotation. Like I said, you're gonna need his defense because Mitch is still a question mark. Not because he can't play defense, like I said, but from a discipline and durability. Discipline and durability is for Mitch, and also with Mitch, he's got to work on a high percentage shot.
Yeah,
because they're gonna crash on him for those lobs and take those lobs away, just like they did with Capella in the playoff. That's how you neutralize Capella. You know what I mean? So they're gonna have to work with me. It's a work in progress. Mitch is still a project on the offense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He took one jumper yesterday.
He did take a mid-range jumper.
I was like, okay, you got one.
He did take a mid-range jumper.
Finally.
So
there was a couple of times he's open from the 3 at the top of the key. I'm like, shoot it, shoot it, Mitch. Mitch, please shoot it.
Yeah, when he took that little 15-footer, I just like rub my eyes a little bit, bro. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
You missed the joke. Mitch, please shoot it. No.
Oh, I didn't hear, man.
Yo, I didn't even catch my bad.
I didn't hear that, man. But shout out to Mitch.
Don't double entendre. Don't even ask me how.
All right, YouTube, that was a wrap-up for today's show. Let us know what you think about those topics in the comment section below. What do you think about the Oakley comments, the KD comments? What's your thoughts on Elfried Payton potentially being the starting point guard? Leave it in the comment section, and we'll reply back and see you there, man. Peace.